Welcome back to New Rockstars, I'm Erik Voss, and Loki Season 2 has presented a cryptic backstory between Kang variant He Who Remains and Renslayer that seems to pave the road toward Deadpool 3, Avengers Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars. But has the war ahead already been fought in the past? In this video, I'm going to explain how the long ago multiversal war referenced on Loki is the same war that will soon be fought and lost by the Avengers in Kang Dynasty, and how we are already beginning to see the pieces being laid for Secret Wars and Battle World in the TVA this season of Loki. And I think the key to all of it is the character of Ravonna Renslayer. These clues actually begin to present themselves in the most mysterious moment from episode 1.
You are quite a marvel. I will be proud to lead with you. You made a difference in this war. Thank you for being on my team.
Loki then rewinds the tape to a few seconds earlier.
For us. For all time.
Always.
Ravonna Renslayer, you are quite a marvel. I will be proud to lead with you.
This recording is evidence that He Who Remains needed Renslayer to win this multiversal war, the war that Ms. Minutes referred to in the very first episode of the series.
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, everything.
He Who Remains shed more light on this war in the season 1 finale.
The peace between realities erupted into all-out war, each variant fighting to preserve their universe and annihilate the others. This is almost the end, ladies and gentlemen, of everything and everyone.
He Who Remains went on to say that the first variant encountered a creature created from all the tears in reality capable of consuming time and space itself. That beast's name is Eliath.
I weaponized Eliath, and I ended the multiversal war. Once I isolated our timeline, all I have to do is manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches, hence the TVA.
Now we can look back at that pause in the middle of a sentence. I ended the multiversal war as a bit of covered up guilt from He Who Remains peeking through his words, because he knows that he didn't do it alone. He knows he needed Renslayer to do this. But something went down between them in which he downgraded her to a TVA judge, denying her the opportunity to co-rule the TVA alongside him. There are some interesting details on this screen beside the audio recording that we really need to take a closer look at, because since the breakdown we were able to clear all this up from the crap resolution Disney Plus stream to a nice crystal clear 4K version. Now, at the top of that screen, it does indeed read temporal audio chronometer, which tells us that this is some kind of machine that can extract audio from a specific moment in time. In fact, back in the present day version of this same room, this same device, they're using it to pinpoint a specific thing that Loki said in season 1, episode 4. So that's what this device does. It zips through all of time and space to everything everyone has said everywhere at all times and pinpoints an exact soundbite of what they say. And this device categorizes every single one of those sound bites with a specific event number. On this screen, beside the word temporal audio chronometer, you see event, and right next to it, the number is listed 456-389-32-431. And this is the same event number at the bottom of the screen, which also lists date 06-12-2321. And then beside that, 18:34:54, which I'm wondering could refer to the time of day, like 18:34:54 or 6:34 p.m. and 54 seconds. Those numbers could also refer to the vector, but I think the word vector is linked with the word in the bottom far right, unknown, as in they don't know where exactly it was. The geographical location is a mystery, or at least something that this machine could not ascertain. Autumn is officially here, which means it's officially cozy season, which means it's time to start figuring out how to find the perfect wine for whatever spooky movie you're watching this week, and the easiest way to do that is Bright Cellars. Look, wine is not supposed to be intimidating or confusing or overwhelming. It's meant to just be a nice experience to share with a friend. But Bright Cellars makes wine easy again. All you do is you take a quiz of what kind of wine you like, and then Bright Cellars will send you a couple bottles that it thinks are right up your alley. Once you try them, you can leave feedback to help Bright Cellars dial in what wine is perfect for you. So let's see, this week I got Quinte Royale. It's a red blend, understated, lightly chewy and dry with notes of plum, cinnamon, almond, and cocoa. Ooh, I think it's gonna be a perfect pairing for Paranorman or Coraline. Has an oaky, stop-motion-y finish. So if you want to have some good wine, let Bright Cellars make it easy for you. Thanks Bright Cellars for giving my followers their first 6-bottle subscription box, usually $150 or more, for just $55. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code in the corner to take a quiz and to get started today. Now on the right side of the screen, 6 timelines are listed, with those same 6 repeated beneath. We see AGD, timeline CT, G29, timeline AF, CG3, timeline VD2, timeline K2, E32, timeline, and FR3, timeline. And of all of these, E32 timeline is highlighted. So I'm going to assume that the date this was recorded was 06/12/2321, or June 12th, 2321, not December 6th, 2321. Sorry, UK folks who put the day before the month. You are right, it makes more sense to do it that way, but the good old American month before day is how the TVA listed dates in season 1. That's probably why Miss Minutes has a southern accent. But event number 456-389-32-431 must be the log of this specific moment in time, and the reason it's categorized as an event might be because it's when He Who Remains made the decision to alter things so that Renslayer wouldn't remember this conversation. Now, the year 2321 would not apply to within the TVA. The TVA exists outside of the Gregorian calendar timeline of our world. The TVA does have its own internal timeline axis, we are learning, but 2321 would be a year from the sacred timeline, and it would imply that the war that He Who Remains and Renslayer just got finished fighting that they're talking about takes place 300 years in the future from right now. So the multiversal war is a future war. It has not happened yet. Now, how would that make sense if it was long ago? Well, as I explained in Saturday's video, time is a flat circle. It loops back on itself. So this multiversal war is both in the future and in the past. Now, He Remains called Renslayer quite a marvel and thanked her for being on his team. This, I believe, tells us that the multiversal war will take place between Kangs, and that Renslayer was the difference maker who chose one Kang variant whose team to be on, and that is what tipped the scales. And since He Who Remains said it was Alioth that made the difference there, I think we can speculate that it wasn't this Kang variant alone who tamed Alioth, that he needed Renslayer to tame Alioth. And isn't it interesting that in the Void episode, season 1, episode 5, it was Loki and Sylvie together joining hands that managed to tame this beast. There is a shot from season 2 trailer footage that shows Renslayer back in the void of the TVA facing a purple storm. Based on the lighting of the shot, I think she is staring down Alioth here. So this does seem to be a question this season of Loki might answer. In the full season 1 analysis I did over on the Deep Dive channel, my unifying theory for He Who Remains plan, why he activated this Loki variant to connect with Sylvie, why he cries in that moment if you look closely when Loki tells Sylvie that he just wants her to be okay, is that He Who Remains and all Kangs are lonely. They do not have multiversal dance partners. Actually, shout out to Peyton Deaver in the comments of our breakdown for pitching the theory that Renslayer could be Kang's variant, the Sylvie to his Loki. What Loki wanted to do, rule the TVA with Sylvie hand in hand with him, is what He Who Remains refused to do with Renslayer. So, if the rumors are true that Deadpool 3 will feature Matthew Macfadyen as a TVA agent assigned to Loki and to Wolverine, and if we do see fights that are actually in the void in that movie, as some set photos seem to indicate, that could set up the TVA in the MCU as a kind of multiversal customs agency for all incoming heroes and villains from other universes who arrive to fight in Secret Wars. But if Kang Dynasty shows us the multiversal war that He Who Remains needed Renslayer to win, as that dogpile would be the most logical moment in all Kang's lives for the Avengers to target, will Renslayer join He Who Remains team on this upcoming cycle? What could the Avengers say to convince this Marvel to make a different choice? Subscribe to all 3 channels in the New Rockstars network. You can follow me at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.